It's Jae Jones, everybody. We here. It's time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Drop that beat.
On the keys on this shit now.
What's up, everybody? It's official. It's official. We finally in the building. The Man Cave Sports Podcast is here. I got G with me and I got Willie B with me. What's happening, fellas? How y'all doing?
What up, man? It's the first episode out here. Let's go.
First episode. It's official. It's official. But before we get into these hot topics, these interesting topics, man, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves and kind of give the people a brief, introduction of what to expect and what they're going to get from us. So I'm going to go ahead. Gary, I'm going to throw it to you first. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
What's up? My name's G Money, whatever you want to call me. I'm with it. Let's go. I got a mic in my hand for the first time ever, so turn my snare up right quick and I ain't hear no raps, nothing, but I spit knowledge all about sports. All about sports. I know my shit. I'll back it up. I'll talk it. Cowboys for life, baby. Wizards, yeah, all right. And Nationals. Let's go.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know you're going to hear a lot about them Cowboys, though. I will say you probably will get a lot of shit about that. So I'm sure you well prepared being a Cowboys fan.
Nothing new here. Nothing new.
Yeah, I was about to say, he say nothing wrong with that, but I'm going to let him rock with them cowgirls you hear. You got Willie Prather here, DC born, Moco raised, hail to the Commanders.
Hey, we going to get to that, too. We going to get to that.
But yeah, we here, baby. We here. We're here to do our thing. We're here to talk our shit. Y'all here to listen, enjoy. And you know what it is.
Hey, that's what's up. What's up? Hey, y'all, I'm Jae Jones. So I'm my teams, Tennessee, Braves. I ain't got really too many home teams. I rock with the Caps, rock with the DC United, you know what I'm saying? Still, I used to be a Knicks fan, kind of like heading toward Brooklyn. So huge sports fan, raised in DC, born in DC, raised in Maryland. So we're gonna definitely have fun. This is a recreational sports podcast. So we're gonna spit facts. If we wrong, if we got some misinformation, please feel free to hit our social media app, drop a comment below, let us know, and we'll make it happen and address it as we move forward. So with that out the way, if them intros drop, it's official that we are here, and it's official that the Brooklyn Nets have officially traded James Harden to the 76ers. So I'm going to ask you, Willie, what you think about the trade and who you think got the better part of the trade?
I think it's a good trade. I think we're going to have to see. I think both teams made out pretty well. Both teams, I think, made themselves just as much as contender again. Shake it up, put James in a different environment. He going to play better. James got the tendency to be like, James, when he don't want to play, he don't fuck with people. He don't play. You know what I'm saying? He know how to suck his way out of somewhere. He know how to get himself out of a motherfucking place. He don't want to be in there. But, he'll play. He'll play.
Okay.
He'll play in Philly. And then Brooklyn, they get some scores, they get Seth, they get a big man in Drummond. And Yeah, I mean Ben, we're gonna see what Ben do. I'm a fan of Ben Simmons. I think he a decent player. Man. I mean, he can't shoot. I ain't never been the best shooter either, but I get you some buckets, you hear, and I make some plays. And I think Ben a playmaker. I think they sucked the life out of him. So I
Pause.
think both of them made out pretty well.
Now before I go to UG, in case somebody is under a rock and they just flip this on and then hear who got actually traded. Brooklyn got Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. And the 76ers got James Harden, of course, and they got Paul Millsap. So, G, I'm gonna go to you. What you think? What's your thoughts on this trade, bro?
I like the trade for Brooklyn. I like the trade for Philly. It works out for both of them because they both had guys that didn't want to be there. So hopefully they want to be in the new situations. Crybaby Simmons, hey, hopefully he'll be out there. He'll be out there playing now. He's gonna get on the hoop. I want to know how long it takes him to get out of the court. I'm thinking after the All-Star break maybe, and how long did it take James Harden to get on the court? Is hammy just like magically fixed now, or he's going to take healing?
Of course, man. Definitely Ben Simmons. Of course, his mental health is. And I want to say this out of content, but his mental health probably is 10 times better than what it was 2 days ago. And I'm sure James Harden hamstring is just, it feels 10 times better than what it did the last 2 games. So I'm sure you'll definitely see both of them. We'll see James Harden in the All-Star game. So it's going to be interesting. Both teams, they play March 10th. And it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
I got one more thing for y'all. So, KD, Harden, and Kyrie, how many times y'all think they actually played on the court together? Over or under 50 games?
Oh, under 50. Under, definitely. They played like 16 games.
Exactly. 16 games total out of 2 seasons. 16 games total.
16 games?
16 games total.
16, man.
And
they were what 13? They were 13-3. They were successful when they were on the court. So it wasn't like they weren't successful. It was just they couldn't get on the court all together. So it's interesting, man. It's an end of an era real quick. Like it came real quick. Considering where James Harden like a year ago, he just was trying to get out of Houston, forced his way out of Houston, wanted to come to Brooklyn. And it's crazy because Brooklyn gave up so much to get James Harden. In a year, almost to the date, like he now wants to go to Philly. And it was sad because he didn't even want to voice his opinion about leaving Philly because he was so worried about the backlash that he was going to get from voicing his opinion that he wanted out. Like, that's what makes it like, damn, bro, like that's some bitch ass shit right there, some bitch assness. If you went out, went out.
Hey, tell him I'm trying to get out of here, but don't tell him I said I'm trying to get out of here.
Hey, if I don't want to play here was a person, it'd definitely be James Harden, young. Definitely James Harden, man. I think it was a good trade. I think, like y'all said, for both sides. I don't know. James Harden and Embiid. It looked good on paper. We were talking about this before we hopped on air. And it looked good on paper, man, but Philly, I don't know how much y'all been watching Philly this year, but Philly been throwing the ball into Embiid, and Embiid's been putting up MVP kind of numbers. Yeah. And I just don't know if James Harden dribble is going to work. Like, we don't know how it's going to work. Like, we don't know how that's going to work. Like, is it going? We already know it's going to take touches away from Embiid, and Embiid has never shot down. So, how y'all think that's going to work, and how long?
I mean, I think Embiid can make a lot of things work. As a big man that can ball the way he does, he can make a lot of things work. I feel like James Harden ain't gonna pass up the shots. That's something he wasn't happy about with Simmons. James Harden ain't passing up those shots. I promise you that. And pretty sure his percentage is going to go in a lot more than Ben Simmons did. So hopefully it works out for those guys. Otherwise, James Harden, see you in another place next year.
Damn. What you got, Willie? What you think? It's gonna work?
Man, I'm gonna say something crazy, but they championship contenders in my eyes, man.
Okay.
Contenders.
Okay.
If Harden can come in that system and play within the system, using B and B use him, they got other pieces. You know, they got a nice flow going. And like I said, I like the way that they can slow the game down. And then, you know, you can kick it out. You got jumpers going. You got playmakers in Harden. They contenders. They most definitely contenders in my eyes.
So when Brooklyn against Philly, who's winning in the playoffs? 7 games.
Man, I'm going to go with, man.
And
That's
and
tough,
how many technical fouls?
I think I may go with Philly. We got to see what I think I'm gonna go with Philly. I don't really know what Brooklyn got besides Kevin Durant. You know, they got Kyrie half the time. You see Kyrie.
Hey, we got somebody half the time too, young. We got somebody as well half the time. His name, he go by Rel, man. Rel, he's supposed to be on the show. He ain't here with us right now, but he the Kyrie Irving of our squad too. Shout out Rel, man. Hope you join us sometime soon, bro. Go ahead, man. I ain't mean to cut you off though.
Nah, that's all good. I just think they got more pieces. I think Philly got more pieces than Brooklyn. You know, when we talk about winning 7-game series, but yeah, I think they got more pieces. I think Philly come out. I think the only team that's fucking with Philly is the Bucks. It's the only team that I see fucking with them.
Yeah,
I gotta disagree with that. I'm thinking Brooklyn's taking them down. No,
my man.
For me, that's my view. Kyrie, they ain't got nobody to stop Kyrie. KD ain't being guarded by nobody out there. The coin flip is Ben Simmons. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna be passing the ball, rebounding? Is he gonna score any? I don't know. But if it comes down to it, I think Brooklyn will take him down 7 games. That's my look.
I honestly think I don't even think it'll go 7. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's gonna go 6. I think, like G said, I think Brooklyn got a lot better with adding Seth Curry, and you know they got Drummond, they needed a big man to, you know, you give Brooklyn second chances, they gonna burn you. You know what I'm saying? So they got the shooters, and now you got some perimeter defense, and Ben Simmons gonna have to guard James Harden too. Like, it's gonna make it even that much more intriguing to watch. But I definitely think Ben Simmons is going to help them. I think he's going to play more off ball. I think they're going to use him to slash and cut through the lanes. I don't think he's going to have too much. He may not have the ball in his hand as much as he did in Philly, but I definitely got Brooklyn knocking Philly out if they match up. And I definitely got them going no more than 6. I don't even got it going to a 7 because, you know, Philly in the playoffs, man. I mean, they choke, man. They not as good as they are. So, I mean, we seen that last year when they played Atlanta. So, I don't know. I got them going out in the 6 if they play Brooklyn. But I do agree with you, though, Willie, that Milwaukee is going to be tough to beat, too, because I don't know. We know about the Ben Simmons, James Harden trade, but I don't know if y'all know about any other trades that happened. And it included Milwaukee. Milwaukee got it was a 4-team trade. Milwaukee got Serge Ibaka. It was a 4-way trade between the Bucks, Kings, Clippers, and Pistons. So the Bucks got Serge Ibaka and 2 future second-round picks. The Kings got Dante DiVincenzo and Trey Lyles and Josh Jackson. And the Clippers got Rodney Hood, and Semi Oluwaje, and the Pistons got Marvin Bagley III. So Milwaukee is going to be tough. I think that's a low-key. Serge Ibaka is a low-key, like, real good piece that Milwaukee added. Like, nobody's talking about it now, but we're going to see in the playoffs, like, he's going to be key.
Has Serge been playing this year?
Say that again?
Has Serge Ibaka been playing this year?
Yeah, he's been playing. I know he missed a few games while he was with the Clippers, and it looked like everybody with the Clippers is missing time with Kawhi and Paul George being out. But yeah, he's been playing. I think they grabbed him because Robin Lopez is out as well. So they picked up Serge Ibaka. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all, did y'all hear any other trades that y'all like? Because there was a few trades even before the day that took place. Was there a trade that caught some of y'all's attention that y'all really rock with, or that y'all like, I don't know if that's gonna work?
No, I like for for New Orleans, I like how he got CJ McCollum out there. So he's a straight scorer. That's what he does. If Zion ever comes back on the court, it could help that whole dynamics out a lot. But that's a big if for that man. So, and when he didn't give up too much, I feel like when he get for CJ. So that worked out.
So in case for those out there who don't know the trade that took place between the Trailblazers and the Pelicans, I'm gonna just give y'all a brief. The Pelicans got CJ McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., and Tony Snell. The Blazers got Josh Hart, Thomas Doransky, Nikolai Alexander Walker, who got traded again, and Didi Louzada. So if CJ went to New Orleans, what does Portland do with Dame?
He said he building around him, and that's why they got plenty of cap space right now, something like 60 mil cap space or something after these trades and everything. So they got the money to go after these big time people, and hopefully they bring people to Portland about all places. I mean, it's not the most beautiful place. It actually is beautiful out there.
Yeah.
It's not the best place to go, I guess. Hey, shout out to Josh Hart, local kid, right around the way. He's a hooper. He is a hooper. Yeah. He's a role player of all role players. That man put in work.
True. That's true. I definitely shout out Josh Hart, man. Want to see him continue to see him do well because he was balling in New Orleans. I don't want people to think that he's not a good piece, but he was definitely balling in New Orleans. What you got, Willie? What you think about Dame, man, in Portland or the CJ trade, man, going to New Orleans?
I mean, I think they're building with like G said with around Dame in Portland right now. Dame got to come back. They looking to the future. That trade ain't gonna make a huge difference this year, but they're looking to the future. Yeah, it's a good trade. That's what's that big youngin that came from where he come from Dallas that went to Washington.
Porzingis?
What's his name?
Porzingis, the unicorn, the once so-called unicorn.
Yeah, I think if they could get him going. I like that for Washington too. I like Washington having a big man, like somebody that can come in and defend around the basket, get some boards, make Bradley Beal life easier, and you still got Montreal, push him down to the 4.
But they traded Montreal. Yeah, man. Let me give y'all. I ain't gonna drop no Woj bomb. This J bombs over here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's do it.
So Montrezl got traded to Charlotte. He got traded for Ish Smith and Vernon Carey Jr. If y'all don't know, the trade that Willie was talking about. The Wizards traded Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans to the Mavericks and got the unicorn and a future second-round pick.
Thank God we got rid of Bertans. Jesus,
you didn't like Bertans?
That was the worst payment ever. That man got paid for one season of shooting threes, and he got the whole bank truck backed up into his house. Like, take all of our money right now. That was absolutely ridiculous. He scammed the whole league off that one.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a lot of the times that's what happened with the role players. And I don't want to say nobody deserves their bag, right? Like, he was hot. He had a good year. He made the best of his opportunity. I just don't know what the Wizards are doing. If I'm Bradley Beal, I want out. I've taken this wrist surgery, and you can get me out of here. Same thing with Dame. Dame is about to turn 32 this summer. Don't nobody want to come to Portland. The free agent market is not really like where they're going to really make an improvement. They're in the West with a loaded West. So if I'm Dame Dollar, I want out, young. If I'm Bradley Beal, I want out. I don't want to play with I ain't trying to rebuild, bro. I want to go somewhere else.
You ain't rocking with the loyalty card?
Not in
sports. You ain't rocking with the loyalty card?
Nah, ain't nobody.
We going to build on, put this nigga on my back, and we going to do it? You ain't doing it like that?
His back gonna be broken, bro. Like, what?
I mean, that's their stance. That's why they still where they at. They could have been gone, but that's their stance.
Right. I mean, Giannis was saying that too, right? But Giannis was in a better position than what Dame was. First, Giannis was in the East, and the East wasn't as tough, so he was able to kind of like, I don't want to say sneakishly get a ring because he did go through Brooklyn, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
Like
went.
the
Yeah.
West has been stacked for like the last couple years, and Dame in Portland, we seen them like always on like the 7th, 8th seed. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't work. Dame was like, I ain't trying to leave. I'm trying to stay. I respect that, but bruh, like, dog, you too talented to not to be in the rebuild stage, bro. Like we want to see you on the main stage doing the Dame time sign. Like we not trying to see you rebuilding, bro. Like roll out, man. Like we understand as sports fans and in the sports media, you know, they gonna understand Dame leaving. Now where Dame goes
Yeah.
is the interesting part. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody want him to go to the Lakers, right? That's what y'all want him to do, right? Not y'all, but sports media.
That'd
I
be
don't know
nice.
where I would want Dame to go or the Knicks. I don't know where I would want him to go where he has the best
Knicks
chance
be
to win a
hot.
ring. But I don't know if he wins a ring in New York or has the chance to win a ring in New York. I mean, you put him there with RJ Barrett, you know, we don't know if Zion trying to go to New York, you know, have the 3 Duke fellas back together. So it's interesting. But if I'm Dame, I am telling them that I went out. And same with Bradley Beal. That's just me.
Right. I think Bradley Beal already told us he wanted out of here. He's like, hey, I got to get surgery. I'm out.
And I ain't mad at him, bro. I am not mad at him, bro. Like I was listening to. Now go ahead.
Once he got the surgery, now the Wizards making moves. They didn't make no trades beforehand. Oh, he's out. Okay, we gonna work around. We gonna make something happen. Yeah, you probably a little late for that now.
There's a lot of late,
Yeah.
and I mean, they were trying to, you know, putting Bradley Beal with John Wall. It didn't work, so they were trying to bring in a big man so that he could work with. But Porzingis is not that big man. Like he's just as a shooter as anybody else, and he stay hurt. So that was your big man option.
The big man I was hoping he would bring out there is another guy that got traded, Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, Sabonis. Yeah,
He got traded to the Kings. That was the guy I thought we were trying to get. I think we were trying to get him, but we ended up not getting him in the end there. And that was another good trade there. You want to talk about it there, Jay?
Yeah, in the case y'all don't know, G broke it down. The Pacers and Kings made a trade not today, but it was on the 8th of February. The Pacers got Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. I know that's your guy right there, Tristan Thompson. Shout out Tristan Thompson. The Kings got Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, and a 2027 second round pick. I actually think I was surprised that the Kings gave up Tyrese Halliburton because he's been balling. I don't know how much of Sacramento y'all watch. I know they're not on TV. I was fortunate enough to get the league pass through a friend. Shout out to my homie in Chicago, Dan, for the league pass. But he was balling, and I was surprised Sacramento gave them up. I think it's a good trade for both teams. I don't know what's wrong with Sacramento. Sacramento got talent, but for some reason they just never seem to put it together. I think the Kings can make a late season push and possibly get into a play-in game and make life a little difficult for somebody if they are able to get in. But I do think that it's a good trade for both teams. Sabonis, they just won the other night against Minnesota, so he's doing his thing already. And I think it's a good trade. I think it's a good trade for both teams.
I definitely agree. Definitely works out for the Kings. They've been trying to get rid of Bagley for the longest time. They got rid of him, got Sabonis up in there, and Sabonis is almost a walking triple double almost every night. He's gonna give you points. He's gonna give you boards, and he can work it around just like his dad used to pass that ball. He got soft hands. He can work it.
Yeah, he's nice with it.
Halliburton,
he's better than his dad too.
Yeah,
he better than his dad.
I think so.
I mean,
I'm gonna put it to you like this: I watched more of the young Sabonis than I remember of the older Sabonis. I remember the older Sabonis with the good Portland teams, and he was definitely a good passer. But I mean, Domantas, bro, he can do all three. He can shoot. He may not be as good dribbling, but he can definitely shoot and pass. And I know his dad was a good passer, but he can shoot. And I don't really remember how good his dad was as a shooter. And I know the game has changed, so he probably wasn't that big of a shooter. But yeah, I think he's better.
I think Pops had better footwork, but I like the
True.
young kid. I like
Okay.
him. I don't know if he the. I don't know. The trade don't do a whole lot for me, and I think they got some growing to do. I think that's why they can't quite get it together. They're young, but they got some growing to do. It ain't it up until today. I didn't see no trade that I thought made a huge difference with the
Really?
James Harden trade. I didn't, and none of them trades are gonna make a huge difference. They ain't gonna like they don't make a huge difference. They ain't put them in no contenders position.
I got one for you. I got
Okay.
one for you. Outside of the James Harden trade. So Karis LeVert got traded to the Cavaliers, right? So Cleveland and Indiana. So Cleveland got Karis LeVert in the second round pick. Indiana got Ricky Rubio, a 2022 first round pick, and a 2022 and 27 second round picks. I don't know if y'all watched Cleveland, but Cleveland is a sneaky good team that nobody is talking about.
Yeah, they
And
both.
Karis LeVert and Jared Allen are back together because they was with Brooklyn before they broke that up.
Dude, you're right. You're right.
They gonna be real sneaky. I'm telling you right now, they gonna give that work. They gonna give teams that work. They got an all-star guard in Darius Garland. They got Jared Allen, who's putting up all-star numbers, walking double-double. And then you got Karis LeVert, and you forgetting Colin Sexton is out. And they got Rondo running the point. Watch out for Cleveland. That's going to be a trade. I'm not saying they're going to win a chip, but I'm saying they're going to be tough in the playoffs.
Yeah, they already tough. They're already tough in the East right now. I would agree.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're surprised right now. They're the number 4 seed in the East. Karis LeVert is he can put up buckets when he wants to. When he needs to, he drops buckets any time of the day. And it's Cleveland. They got a lot great role players that aren't about their game. It's about the team game mostly, and they're working together. They got old man Kevin Love looking good out there even still.
I was about to say, man, Kevin Love stayed, bro. Kevin Love stayed, man. So yeah, man, like I think that's a sneaky good move, man, that a lot of people aren't talking about. So Kevin Love stayed, LeBron left, and it looks like Cleveland's got the better team right now. Let me ask y'all this. Speaking of the Lakers, they didn't do anything today. I don't think a lot of people really anticipated them doing too much today. Was there any team or any players that y'all thought should have left, or did y'all see any teams that y'all thought should have made a move that didn't, or any players that should have got traded that didn't go that y'all didn't hear about that should have left?
Obviously, Westbrook is still with the Lakers, and I feel like that's been the talk of the week, talk of the month, whatever you want to talk about, is Westbrook and Brick City. And that rim is just like his best friend. He just loves hitting the rim all the time on his jump shots. I love the guy. Don't get me wrong. Westbrook is a hard ass player. He's going to the hoop and he'll work his ass offense, defense, every part of the game. I love the guy, but that shooting is just not his thing. And with that lineup he got with LeBron and AD, that's what they need, a shooter. And he did not get one.
That's true. I mean, they didn't have no trade capital. I mean, I think from what I've heard, a lot of reports, their best asset was what's his name? Tucker.
Tylene. Yeah.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Talen Horton Tucker.
Yeah, he was their best. He was their best like piece to trade, and everybody was like, "Nah, he's not gonna. Whatever you trade him for is not gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Get you a chip this season." I think we all kind of knew as fans that this Westbrook, AD, LeBron era was going to be real interesting to watch, especially because they're an older team. But damn, this shit got ugly real quick, real fast. And
I love
it. You said what?
I love it. Burn that place down.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this. I think right now the only thing the Lakers can do, and they're probably gonna do it, is they're gonna try to see what teams buy players out. Try to go to that wire. I think they said Dennis Schroeder might be bought out. He got traded to the Rockets. Tristan Thompson might get bought out. Gordon Dragic might get bought out as well. So they think they may be able to possibly get a piece. We'll probably get one of those pieces to come into LA. But even if you get one of them, they're not gonna save the day. But I think you bring Westbrook off the bench. Like bring him off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Let him go against the second team. See how that works. Outside of that, I don't even think the Lakers are gonna make the playoffs.
They go. Y'all gotta realize we've just hit the halfway mark. We talk about veterans on that side. I don't know what the fuck Westbrook sees at all right now either. Like it's I don't know what he sees. I don't know where his mind is. His game is obviously not there because I think his mind isn't there. But yeah, I don't know what they can do. I think they just ride this wave out, let this shit fizzle. If this shit gonna burn out, just let it burn out. But yeah, no, say what you got. Stay with what you got. Go out there and make something happen. Still long season left.
I think it's his confidence, though. I really think it's his confidence, man. Like you got to think, bro. He's from LA. He was looking forward to coming back home, and he's coming back home, and he's getting booed. Like that's terrible. Like yeah, what the like you come home to the team you grew up watching and loving, and you're getting booed. You know what I'm saying? You've tried everything else. You tried putting them you tried benching them at the end of games. You still lose. You try, you guys at least try to have him come in as a sixth man right now, at least to kind of get his confidence going, let him get his confidence going. And then if you want, put him back in the starting lineup, or if you want him to have him to close games, then do that. But we got to also look at LeBron James because he put this shit together. And we can't let LeBron off the hook right now. No. LeBron put this together. Me personally, I thought they should have went after Buddy Hield because that did give them a shooter. But they went after Russ. So we can't let LeBron, as great as LeBron is, much props to him. I ain't going to slander him. I think obviously he's a GOAT, great player, you know what I'm saying? But he put this shit together. So...
Man, I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Willie here. And sorry, Jay, but the Lakers, they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna get in, and they're all. Once you in the dance, that's all you need. A foot in the dance floor. That's all you need because you can just turn up after that. You never know.
They just got smoked by Portland. That it had nobody.
These games don't matter. These games don't matter right now. Yeah. Matter to a point. If you get in the game, if you get in the playoffs as the 8th seed, you can turn out number 1 seed right off the break.
Because you the door. See what's gonna happen is they're gonna get into a play-in game and they're gonna get smoked by one of these young teams that's trying to get into the playoffs. Man, ain't nobody trying to see these old players, man, in the playoffs, man. They ain't got it. LeBron out here giving press conferences, sounding all depressed like a kid that lost his best friend and lost his dog. Bruh, maybe the All-Star break gives them a little bit of break, but bruh, the problem is still there.
In the sports world, it is a new day. The young adult on the rise for damn sure.
Man, ain't nobody. Man, I got Minnesota smoking LA right now, bro. Like, man, LA ain't got they ain't got nothing right now.
They on the rise. They ain't quite here yet, but they on the rise.
7-game series, not a chance.
Not in the 7-game series, but I'm just saying, like, if it's a playing game, if they play the Timberwolves, man, that young boy Anthony Edwards, man, D'Angelo Russell out there, they don't want that smoke, man. They too old, man. They don't want that smoke. They gonna run them off the court. But since we was talking about GOATs, go ahead. Too. True indeed. We seen last week that the GOAT, Tom Brady himself, said, I'm done. He retired last week after his team was eliminated. It was a lot of back and forth about if he was retiring. There was a lot of reports to see if he was going to retire. Tom finally made it official. And it's an end of an era, man. We seen Breeze, we seen Rivers, we briefly seen Ben Roethlisberger just recently announced his retirement, and that's done. And now Tom Brady is out. So what can we, what y'all think about, or what memories do y'all have of Tom Brady and his monumental GOAT career? Like, is there anything that stick out? I know it's quite a few things that probably stick out, but I'm gonna ask y'all, G, anything in particular that sticks out, or any memories you're gonna have of Tom Brady?
I can remember hating this man from pretty much majority of his career, hating him, hating the guy, and telling myself Peyton Manning's a better player than him. Peyton Manning's a better quarterback than him. And then these last 2 years just keep going on. These last 3 years keep going. There's no Peyton Manning in the league. Tom Brady's still in the league, still doing Tom Brady things. And I'm like, okay, you know what? This motherfucker's the GOAT. I can't even argue it to a point no more. I'm slapping myself for arguing that back in the past. I'm like, damn, Gary,
I know, man. And speaking of GOATs, Willie, before you jump in, let me just give y'all some GOAT numbers. These GOAT numbers: 7-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time regular season MVP, first all-team passing yards, first all-team passing TDs, first all-team wins, and 15 Pro Bowl selections. GOAT numbers.
3 decades of a Super Bowl. 3 different decades winning Super Bowl too.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers can go on and go on and go on, man. Like, it's amazing, man. And to do it at an age that he was doing it, it's man, you got to do nothing but respect it, man. Go ahead, Willie, what you was going to say about good old Tom Brady?
Nah, like you say, he's greatest of all time. I don't think it's no debate. Well, I guess it is, but he the greatest. It's, to me, his resilience. His resilience was special. I used to look at Tom sometimes. I always fuck with Tom. I used to look at Tom sometimes. I'm like, man, usually the thing is get to the quarterback, put them on their ass, and then shake them up a little bit. But Tom got mad. When Tom got mad, Tom played better. Something else I looked at Tom. I like, you put him on his ass, he about to get up, But I thought he was gonna go out with a bang type season like Kobe and shit.
Yeah, I mean, Tom was Tom, man. And I'm with G. I definitely, his whole career for the most part, hated him. Definitely hated him. It's crazy because he went to Michigan, and I definitely was a Michigan fan. So to root against a Michigan guy was kind of different, but man, he had a career, and you hated him. The reason you hated him is because he won so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, yep. And you gotta respect it. Like, he came in, he did his thing. Once Drew Bledsoe got knocked out that game, he took advantage and never looked back. Woo. And he did his thing. And he, as I said, man, seven rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs. I mean, you got to do nothing but respect it. I mean, even this year, he almost took the Bucs back to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? If the defense held up, if the referee would have, the referee, I don't know if y'all seen this too, but before the Rams kicked that field goal, the referee didn't touch the ball. It was a different ref that touched the ball. I don't know if y'all seen that, but I'm just throwing that out there. But he almost got him back to the Super Bowl again. So, and as he got older, he got better.
Yeah.
How often do you see that in sports?
His passing got better, his accuracy got better, like his thinking got better, and he got better in everything.
I ain't never heard nobody thinking get better as he got older. That's true.
His diet got better.
Yeah, and even it's crazy because when he was with the Patriots, you didn't see how like his character, like he wasn't on Twitter as much. He wasn't like doing the things that he's doing now. Like now he's more outspoken than he was anytime in New England.
Much more likable guy in Tampa Bay. I gotta say that. I like him. Once he went to Tampa Bay, I was like, okay, you know what? I fuck with Tom Brady a lot more. He's a cool dude. He's a badass motherfucker for real.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. Like you hear him talking, like he be talking shit and talking trash to players and trolling them, man. I'm like, oh, yeah, man, Tom wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? But and I know we got into this, you know, a few times before, and I'm gonna actually take this. I'm gonna make an apology. So I used to always say Aaron Rodgers was a better passer than Tom Brady. I'm gonna take that back. Tom is Tom, bruh. Like them stats we just read right there. Tom is Tom, bruh. Like Aaron Rodgers, definitely no doubt a great quarterback. This is a separate lane, bruh. Like you can't win 7 Super Bowls and not make, you know what I'm saying? Like we say that Aaron Rodgers is a better passer, but what do we mean by better passer? You can't be a 7-time Super Bowl champion and a 5-time Super Bowl MVP without making the same passes Aaron Rodgers has made. So I used to say Aaron Rodgers was a better, like, oh, Tom Brady is GOAT, but Aaron Rodgers, nah, Tom is Tom. He's in a separate category of his own. Aaron Rodgers is maybe statistically, you know, his numbers, but he's not GOAT. Not near GOAT. This is GOAT.
He's one of the closest to Tom Brady's passing yards for career, but there's somebody ahead of him that's still active. His name is Matt Ryan, who actually came in the league after Aaron Rodgers, but has more passing yards than him, and it's terrible.
Yeah, my kid told me that actually the other day. I was surprised. I wasn't really surprised because Matt was throwing that thing for a minute, man. Matt was over there slinging that thing for a minute.
But it's Matty Ice, man.
That's when you gotta throw numbers out sometimes.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and no disrespect to Matty Ice because he's had a great career. But is Matt Ryan even? Even better, right? I'm gonna put it like this, G. You make a good point. For the amount of talent that Matt Ryan had, and for them to only go to the one and only Super Bowl that made Atlanta sports just like cringe the most, as they were up 28-3. For them to only be in one Super Bowl, Matty Ice. He definitely.
Some people don't make it to none.
Is he? So I was gonna ask y'all: Is he Hall of Fame?
Who? Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh. He's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, why not? Some people don't make it. Why not?
Not for me.
Look at his numbers. Y'all just said his numbers is up there. He got better. What's that? Passing. What was the
passing yards?
More passing yards. So he telling you he put that ball where it need to be. He throw that ball around. Like I said, some people don't make it to the Super Bowl at all.
That's true.
Drake don't make it to the Super Bowl at all.
But he still ain't Hall of Fame.
Yeah, on my Cowboys rant here, you know, Tony Romo ain't making it to the Super Bowl enough. But, hey, Tony Romo do more than Matt Ryan. I'm sorry. If people shit for Romo, give shit to Matt Ryan because he's not the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tony Romo does a lot. He's definitely a good ass analyst, but Matt Ryan is, in my book, he is not Hall of Fame at all, and I respect him. You know what I'm saying? But you got other quarterbacks out there who ain't make it. Like then you might as well say Phillip Rivers is Hall of Fame.
He is. Why isn't he? Why both will go to the Hall of Fame?
I will say they probably will get there, but
come on. Like you talk about guys who was in the league doing their thing for years at the top of their profession. Like what more do they need to do to be Hall of Fame?
Get to the Super Bowl. At least get to the Super Bowl.
Give Drew Bledsoe a green jacket before those guys just for letting Tom Brady take his spot.
Ain't no bullshit. For letting greatness come through. Shout out to Tom. Now,
Drew would have had a Hall of Fame career though.
I gotta look up his numbers. He's old, man, but I don't get me wrong. He put up some numbers. Drew Bledsoe definitely put up some numbers.
Drew Bledsoe put up some numbers. I gotta look at numbers too. I don't want to speak improper on his career, but yeah, we definitely got to shout him out for. I don't want to say for getting injured, but for not complaining about Tom Brady taking his spot. Let's just say that, right? He didn't complain. He recognized, real recognized real. He recognized real. He said, "Man, let me go ahead and move on." And he came to G Squad. Then he came to Dallas, right?
Oh yeah, he definitely slayed some things over in Dallas.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
guess what? he went down, Romo slide in there, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, hey, we like Romo as an announcer better than anything right now, man.
He's definitely good at that.
Yeah, but nah, Tony Romo definitely did his thing in Dallas too. But I don't know about Matt Ryan, bro. Like, we gonna see, man. Just keep that tab, man. Willie said Matt Ryan and Phillip Rivers.
And Phillip
Hall of
Rivers.
Fame. Okay.
Yes.
They'll probably get in, but are we just letting anybody in, right? That's what we doing.
I think they deserve it.
All right. Okay. We'll discuss that a little later, maybe as the Hall of Fame comes around. We'll get into those numbers and talk about that a little bit more. Let me ask y'all now this, because Tom Brady said he doesn't know, things might change as time goes on. Do you think Tom Brady is gonna chance a comeback?
He gonna give us a mic? I don't know if he gave us a mic. I don't know if he gave us a mic, but since he said it, it's on his mind somewhere.
It's a possibility, huh?
Yeah, I mean, when you sitting at home with the family and everything, and you don't have to go to workouts or nothing, you could just come on during the beginning of the season, possibly after the season starts. That's a different story, maybe. I don't think it's happening this year. If anything, at some point, it would be in New England somehow or whatever. But Mac Jones is looking so good right now, so I don't know if it's did allow that. If an injury happens to happen, yeah.
Say he might get that call, huh?
He will be the first one on that call. Robert Kraft be like, bling, 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 speed dial. Yo,
yeah, hey, Tom, how you feel? Yeah, exactly. I got the jet ready, got the PJ ready.
Let's make it 8, baby.
Yeah, no bull. I can see that happening. I honestly don't want to see him come back. I honestly thought Tom should have went out when they won last year. I don't think he should have came back. I think he should have just went out. I think that was the best way to kind of go. Kind of similar to how Mike went out, right? Mike hit the game winner. He shook Byron Russell. Some say he pushed off. I'm gonna say he shook him. However you want to view it. But he hit the game winner. You know what I'm saying? They won a chip and he walked off. Tom did the same thing. Won the Super Bowl. Not only did they win it, but they won it in his stadium. Perfect time to walk off. Came back. I won without Belichick. I told y'all I was going to do it. I did it. I'm out. So I think he should have just, he should have hung it up there. But we did get blessed enough to see him come back. G, I'm with you. I agree. Robert Kraft got the little thing to break the glass just in case Mac something happens to him. Hey, Tom, I got the PJ ready. Let's go, baby. You already know the deal. And how much will we all enjoy Belichick and Brady being back together one last time?
Yeah. Hey, look, I agree with you 100%. He should have retired after the Super Bowl, but he came back and put up the most career passing yards in a season the next year. That's what's wild. He's old. He's not even old, but old for a quarterback. Old for a quarterback, man. It's crazy. That is wild. That's why he's the GOAT, like we're saying right now. Hey.
Yeah. And hey, if you don't have Chris Godwin, if you don't have Antonio Brown doing what Antonio Brown does, who's to say that he's not back? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like he showed any, it wasn't like his arm was I mean, we did see his arm kind of go down, but he was still doing what Tom Brady needed to do. So who's to say if those guys don't go down, they playing Sunday. So, man. But the NFL is left in great hands, though. You got Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray. So he's leaving the game in some great hands. So we wanted to shout out the GOAT. The GOATs of all GOATs, man. So that's dope, man. Shout out Tom Brady. Now, on a more serious note, we can't. Also, last week, we saw a NFL coach, Brian Flores. We seen him file a lawsuit, class action lawsuit on the NFL, the Miami Dolphins, the Denver Broncos, and the New York Giants, suing the NFL. He feels that he got shammed in an interview with the Giants. He says the Broncos came in drunk when it was time. They came in drunk and they came in late for his interview. How and what do y'all think of the Brian Flores class action lawsuit? What y'all think, man?
Hey, I tell you what. Cap took him to the courts. Cap got paid. He deserved to get paid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Colin Kaepernick, by the way, Brian Flores is taking him to court, and he better get paid. I feel like, because it's obviously it's right there in writing, pretty much. He's got plenty of stuff to go on right now. I was trying to read through as much of this lawsuit as I could. I'm not a big reader, but I like to skim for the things or whatever. So
60 pages there, bro.
Good God. Some things that he bringing up, though, not even related to the racist issue right now, is talking about how the Miami GM told him to just not win games, pretty much. Told him, go word for word, take a flight, go on vacation. I will give you $100K per loss. That's something right there to go with them. Another thing that happened with them also is GM told Brian Flores, hey, look, come out to my yacht. He takes him out on the yacht, like, look, we about to go meet this player that's on the team right now. We're going to try to recruit him to come to Miami with us. That player, aka the GOAT, Tom Brady, is at the marina waiting for him. And Brian Flores is like, look, I'm off the yacht. Get me off the yacht. I want nothing to do with this. He's trying to go play it right. Do what you're supposed to do. Be right about it. And he wasn't about those shady tactics. He got in the doghouse with the GM. They canned him just because of those situations. And we could go on and on about how there's not enough black coaches in this league right now. The most black coaches there is for offensive coordinators, or actually defensive coordinators. Out of history here, 500 coaches have been in the NFL. 24 of them have been black. That's 4.8% of the entire coaching career people. That's ridiculous. There was literally one black coach at this moment. It was Mike Tomlin. What happened? You go ahead, after this comes out, all this stuff comes out about Brian Flores. Who the Texans signed? Lovie Smith. Wow, what? Lovie Smith? Where'd he come from? Oh my goodness. Oh, but Lovie Smith, we only gonna sign you to a 1-year deal. Ooh. What? 1-year deal for a coach? Are you kidding?
After they just fired David Culley.
After they just fired him. First off, nobody wants to take that damn Texans job anyways, I feel like. So good luck to Lovie, though, for real. It's a head coaching job. I hope he gets it. But it's crazy right now. It really is. And shout out to Brian Flores for doing this.
Yeah. Go ahead, Willie. What's your thoughts, bro?
I don't know if y'all want to hear it. It's like, now I'm gonna get a little political on it. We go how many presidents we had in the United States of America? 46, some shit like that. 45, where we at?
We have 47.
One black. And that's a half black. So I mean, go ahead and get your money. You know what I'm saying? Go get your money to Brian Flores. Go ahead and get your money. His feelings got hurt somewhere. So he decided to go tell some secrets that's been, ain't really no secrets, but he decided to go tell some shit that's been going on. It ain't nothing new. If you really hip to the game, just in general, all this shit been happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he got his feelings hurt. Now he's like, I'm gonna go sue, start a big old mess. Y'all gonna pay me some hush money, probably get me the fuck on out of here. Or like I said, they give you Lovie Smith. They give you Lovie to make sure, you know how they do. We not racist. We got a black friend, you know. So for me, it's like, whatever. Go ahead, get your money, but you know, it ain't really solving nothing. It ain't really moving nothing. It ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? His feelings got hurt. He wants some paper. But yeah, we can get real political. You know, you want to change, I think we should go black. You start investing in ourselves and shit. We can't keep asking. Okay. We can't keep asking folks that's clearly telling us, fuck you, do as we say to change anything, or at least expect it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go and get your money, you know, do what you feel you gotta do for whatever reason you feel you gotta do it. But yeah, I don't know. That's like that's shit to me.
Nah, I'm with you. So I'm with you. as far as players, as far as even us fans, I believe that we should start looking into a league where we don't have to depend on racist owners. I mean, let's just be honest with you, right? The NFL has been racist. We know the NFL is racist. We've acknowledged it, and we keep pushing it aside. Every year the season ends, this always comes up, right? So at some point in time, the owners are not probably not. Let's just say they're not going to change their hearts, right? Like I know we hope and pray and everything that the owners change their heart to make more diversity and all this other stuff. They not, right? Like they are what they are. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are over 70. They're billionaires and they really don't care. They're passing it down to their kids. So I'm with you, Willie. Like let's stop begging and let's create our own, right?
Yeah, I mean, they'll play
That's
chess. They good at chess.
well,
They'll play chess.
well, they'll do some things to kind of like, all right, we did this, like you said,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Lovie Smith got hired, right? So then the Dolphins hired what is he? He's a minority coach.
Mm-hmm.
Multi. What is? I
Offensive
can't.
coach
He
or
said
something
he
like
goes
that.
by. Damn, I just had it.
Yes, he is.
A
That's what he said.
biracial coach, and Mike McDaniel. They hired him, and you know what I'm saying. And he comes and says there's no red flags. He doesn't see anything. Whatever. Of course you're supposed to say that when you sign, right? Who wasn't gonna say that? You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do things like they did. They're giving us a dope ass halftime show, right? Jay-Z was supposed to be brought into a role where he was supposed to have some change take place or create some type of change. We haven't seen that yet. Maybe he's doing something behind the scenes. I can't say yay or nay on, but we haven't seen anything. And it's just like, bruh. I mean, they hired Lovie Smith. They threw some slogans on the end zones. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna throw little bits and pieces just to say, yeah, well, we did this. And not only did Brian Flores sue the NFL came back and said that this is meritless. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, what you saying ain't even. They trying to say like, dog, you ain't even what you saying is not even accurate. You don't have no proof. And then Roger Goodell comes back and says, oh, well, we did find some loopholes and some things within our process of hiring diversity coaches.
The Rooney ruled, as we call it.
Yeah.
which is just something that pleased and everything. Everybody's happy. Hey, we're going to interview these people, but that don't mean nothing. We can interview whoever we want. It don't matter. One thing happened with Brian Flores. Brian Flores has got an interview with the Giants on, I don't know what it is, like a Thursday or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Bill Belichick hits him with a text on Tuesday. It's like, yo, congratulations, Brian. I heard you got the job. Brian's like, oh, really? I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, my interview's on Thursday. He was like, oh, snap. I got the wrong Brian.
My bad, dog.
Then Brian Flores still has to go to this interview on Thursday to officially make this Rooney rule nice for y'all. After they already decided, look, we're hiring Brian DeBall on Tuesday already. And he's sitting through this interview on Thursday. That is fucked up right there.
And I mean, yeah, just think just think how crazy this sounds. They had to create a rule just to have that black coaches to even get interviews. In 2003, like we were all in high school, just finishing high school around that time. Like this wasn't nothing that was implemented back in the 50s or 40s, you know what I'm saying? Like this was 2003. You know what I'm saying? For them to even have to implement a rule should show you like they don't care. And then like they tried to make it incentive based, where if you hire a black coach, you get like a draft pick and some other shit. Like, wow, yeah, stop begging. Stop begging, man. Like it's and then he's suing the Giants because of the case that you said, and then he's suing the Broncos. I'm sorry, because he's like I said. He said the Broncos, John Elway, and some high execs came to the interview late. They smelled, well, he said they looked like they were intoxicated. He said they came an hour late to the interview and they were intoxicated. And this took place back in 2019. So I'm gonna ask y'all: do y'all think anything is going to change from this lawsuit? Anything serious? Are we going? What are we looking forward out of this lawsuit? Like, is anything gonna come from it?
Um,
Does Kaepernick have a quarterback job in the NFL? Nope.
Nope.
Nothing changed from that one. I don't think this was gonna change. Willie?
I mean, uh, it's like awareness. You know, like I said, I'm not against it.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
all
against
been
it.
aware of this shit. We've been aware.
Yeah, but you know
It's being,
when you take a stand such how Cap took him to court, how Bryce taking the court, we start taking those type of stands, and you play chess as well, then it makes you have to play the game a little bit different. So I think, hey, ultimately, I hope it trickles down. You know, it trickles down, and we start to get it as a whole. Like in the end, we are one. You know what I'm saying? I talk about building our own, but I really am one who believe that separate isn't equal. But if you're not going to be treated equal while you're together, why the fuck you want to be there? Is the whole point of creating for yourself. But you know, so I think slowly but surely, just like with the Washington Redskin name, for whatever reason they changed it. You know, it was a real issue to some, even though majority don't see the big deal about it. It was a real issue to some. So slowly but surely, I think we'll see change. I think as long as we keep bringing forth these type of things in an intelligent way, but I fuck with the ignorant shit too. I fuck with Antonio Brown. You know, we can get down like that. You know? But yeah,
Hey,
my
yeah.
man, my
think it
man.
brings awareness. I think it brings awareness, and over time, I hopefully, you know, it gets it gets better. It's been getting better. So I think slowly, that's that slow road, that's slow progress. But yeah,
Well, out of 9 NFL coaching vacancies, you have what? Lovie Smith and Mike McDaniel
McDaniels.
were the two black coaches hired out of those 2 9 vacancies that have taken place. So we have five minority coaches in the league. Ron Rivera, Robert Saleh, Lovie Smith, Mike McDaniel, and Mike Tomlin. Now, before we jump off this subject, I do want to say something about Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin has been in the league 15 seasons and hasn't had a black coordinator. I feel like I don't want to place blame on him, but I do feel like he should have taken, or he should have at least tried to get at some point in time a black coordinator. I mean, seeing how it is for black coaches, and that there is like a wall. I feel like he should have been able to bring some black coaches along, bring them as coordinators, and allow them to get positions elsewhere. He brought Bruce Arians in, and Bruce Arians ended up getting hired with Arizona. Now he's with Tampa, and now his whole staff is majority black, and his whole squad is almost head coach material. If you know what I'm saying, Byron Leftwich, Todd Bowles, and a few others. So I feel like Mike Tomlin, you need to get you some black coordinators and put them in position to get head coaching jobs, bro. Like, it's plenty of Steelers that I'm sure could be offensive and defensive coordinators. Why haven't you given these guys the opportunity to be head coaches? Like, you're in a position. Like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta help somebody out, man. Help somebody get there.
yeah, I ain't fucking up my shit, fucking with y'all niggas.
Man, shit, why not? The Rooney Rule started there, man. Like, come on,
No,
man.
I mean, I know.
I know what you're saying, man. Like,
I know, but
oh,
you know,
like, but come on,
from
like,
what it looks like, that's what it seems to me.
yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Like, dog, like he just hired Mike Canada as an offensive coordinator from a Canadian football league. Like, bro, come on, man. You couldn't get Deuce Staley. You couldn't get, like, you interviewed them, but come on, bro. Like, come on, Mike. I honestly, I think similar to G, I hope and pray that change comes about. Do I expect it? Nah, not really. But we're gonna see, man. Shout out Brian Flores, man. You know, we definitely rooting for you. I believe players gotta step out and say something. Black and white and coaches, black and white, gotta speak up and say something in order to really get effective change. So I don't know. We're gonna see how it plays out. Speaking of lawsuits and teams that are in the courtrooms, Willie, your Washington football, I'm sorry, your Washington Commanders. Daniel
Commanders.
Snyder with his sexual allegations against him. What y'all gonna do with Snyder, man? Like y'all gonna keep Brady or what, man?
Do you like the name even?
Yeah,
The
like
Commanders. Man, I like they have a promo for it. I don't know if you guys seen the promo.
Nah.
It's a beast ass promo that they have for it, and it goes over the history and the tradition of the team. And I like the promo, and the Commanders is kind of at the end of it. But yeah.
So you got you a jersey?
Nah, I don't know. Man, like that's my football squad. I don't care, man. They could
You
have
love
said
him so much. I know you speechless on the name. I hear it, but you speechless.
I don't know where they went with the Commanders. They had an opportunity to do something great, and they just let's call ourselves. Well, I guess I mean, whatever, man. We gonna rock with it. Hopefully, they bring it to the field, and it don't matter.
y'all ain't even gonna be in FedEx in a few years. They about to move you out of Virginia.
I believe it. You know
if we gonna change the name, change the whole thing. Just go to the Virginia Commanders.
Yeah, they tell them. I mean, I know folks that say go back to the district, man. Put the team back in the district. But yeah, I really don't know about the sexual allegation case. I mean, what I do know is that Daniel Snyder has a lot of money.
It's another one. It's another one. Like Khaled, it's another one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about it. I gotta get hip to it. But I mean, he can pretty much do whatever he want to do. For real, for real.
Gotta get rid of that guy, man.
I mean,
he gotta get rid of him. He gotta go. They gotta force him, bro. They gotta force him out, man. They gotta smoke him out, man. He's where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah. I believe. I'm not. I mean, like I said, I don't know about it, but I believe, like you say, where there's smoke, there's fire. But like I said, once again, we know the rules of engagement to this shit, man. And,
hey, as a Cowboys fan, I like that Daniel Snyder there because since he's been there, he ain't been nothing but shit. So hey, let's go Snyder. But like you said, man, walk like a duck, quack like a duck. It's a motherfucking duck.
Yeah.
All these allegations, something is going to stick, and it's going to catch up to him at some point because it's just another allegation came up like a couple of days ago, even new allegations at that. Even
another one.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we'll see what happens. Like, hey, Robert Kraft still Robert Kraft. He was in the massage parlor, right?
And they swept that under real quick and easy too. And you real quick and easy.
That's why, like, I don't really know about the allegations. It ain't like that shit really be. They don't really talk about it like that.
But you ain't heard too much. You ain't heard too much more of Robert Kraft neither. Robert Kraft, he said, man, let me fall back. You ain't heard nothing from him. Dan Snyder, I mean, the allegation, like, and I don't want to make this seem like it's a joke because it's not a joke. It's not funny at all. But like, she said one particular, like, he put his hand on her thigh at a dinner table, and then the Bama, they were getting in the limousine, and he was trying to like use his hip to thrust her into the limousine. And the Bama and Daniel Snyder's attorney was like, "Come on, Dan! Like, nah, Dan, that's not a good idea. Like, what the bro? Like, come on, Dan, that's not good. Come on, Dan. Come on, come on, Dan. Like, bro, Buddy gotta go, man. Buddy gotta go. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. But again, like we all said, there's smoke, there's fire. Man, Buddy gotta go. He gotta go. And the name is trash. Everybody, we are a podcast that is based out of the DMV area, so we hear it first and foremost. And I haven't heard anybody that said they rocked with the name. Just kind of shows that they out of touch and out of reach, man. You got an out of touch white man running that, man. You got out of touch.
Now,
You got people who don't even. You got people who don't even watch football. They clowning us and shit.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I feel like no matter what team name, I don't think Commanders is a good one out of the choices he had either. But I feel like no matter what team name he chose, it was gonna be a loser pretty much. No matter how it goes, somebody's not gonna like it at some point or another.
That's true. You're not gonna. I don't want to fuck this up. You're not gonna please everybody, right? But nobody likes this name. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody likes it. You know what I'm saying? They could have went with Red Tails, Red Wolves, whatever they wanted, any other names.
I heard that, but at the end of the day, I think the fan base is gonna build the name. You know what I'm saying? They could have, like, they were the Washington football team. They ain't have a name, and they still.
But that was better than the Commanders.
It is, but eventually it's gonna stick. Just like the Washington football team, people's like, I'm getting used to it, whatever. Eventually, we're gonna be walking around saying Commanders, like we walk around and say widgets, like folks talked about when we changed from Bulls to widgets.
And that's still trash. And that's why their team is trash.
The problem is you got to win games for everybody to forget about the team name.
Yeah,
trash
ain't gonna happen no time soon in my book.
That's why we ain't gonna get too personal.
Wizards, Commanders, trash. Both names are trash. And Freaky Dan got to leave out of Washington. And maybe y'all can get something going. Freaky Dan, that's what we gonna call him, young. Freaky Dan, bruh.
I feel you.
Man, we
call him Dirty Dan.
Yeah, well, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, Willie, but from a team that ain't make the playoffs, and just to two teams that are in the Super Bowl, just like we all predicted, the Bengals and the Rams are in the Super Bowl, and they play this Sunday. Who y'all got?
I will say, I know we ain't talked before the season started nothing, but once Matt Stafford went to the Rams, I said straight up, Rams are going to the fucking Super Bowl. Like, in Sean McVay's offense, he can sling it. He can sling it all over. He's got the arm to do whatever he pleases in that offense, and it's worked for him so far. So honestly, I got a lot of numbers for this game. It's going to be a fun game to watch, I think. But I like right now, I'm just going to stick to real small. I'm going with the Rams. I'm going to come back later, talk about some numbers, though.
Oh, shit. Willie, who you got?
Hard one. Very hard one.
The Rams at home. Even though they're not the home team, but they at home.
The Rams at home. LA going to be crazy. LA most definitely going to be fucking crazy. I don't know, man. It's a good one. I'm gonna go with the youngest though. Even though I really have been a fan of Matt. I like him. I was very happy to see him to do well. I think he's one of the greats too. He just ain't had enough around him to show that in a lot of different ways. But I watched him a lot. But I'm gonna go with the youngest. As long as they stay carefree and play ball. Let's see what happens.
What you call their quarterback?
They call him the youngest. Call him Joe Shiesty is what they call Joe Burrow.
The youngest.
I'm going with Cincinnati. The youngest call him Joe Shiesty.
You sound real old over here, man. The youngest.
The youngest. They call him Joe Shiesty.
With the diamonds, he said, "My diamonds ain't fake. I make too much money for fake diamonds, B. Come on, don't disrespect me."
They gave him Joe Cool. Even though
Joe Cool.
They gave him Joe Cool. They say you can't take Joe Montana like that. But yeah,
man,
going with Cincinnati.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm torn. My team was eliminated by the Bengals, as y'all all know. I've been burned by Joe Shiesty, Joe Cool, whatever y'all call him. I've been burned fantasy football wise and by my team. They got a mob. I feel like I think the Rams are gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals won. I think the storylines for both teams are kind of there. I mean, Stafford left the Lions first time. He's in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, things like that. So he just turned 34. So, Odell Beckham has a good story. He left Cleveland mid-season. He's been balling out. So you got like a lot of different storylines.
Yeah,
Joe,
Michael.
Joe ain't the Bengals haven't been to the Super Bowl since '88. You know what I'm saying? So if they win, Cincinnati's probably gonna go crazy.
Ooh, no school.
Yeah, they've already declared it. And they ain't even played yet. I want to go with Stafford. I mean, I've been going against the Bengals all playoffs, and they just been winning now. But I'm gonna stick a pin right there. Kansas City fucked that game up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Patrick Mahomes. I've never seen Patrick Mahomes play as shitty as he did in that second half. I don't know who was in that crowd, who gave him the phone call at halftime, who did what, but somebody got to Patrick Mahomes because that young man was so trash in the second half. I've never in my life seen it. I mean, that Bama went from a 149 QBR rating to a 34 QBR rating. At one point, he was 15 for 17, 257 yards and 3 touchdowns. And this Bama couldn't complete a pass in the second half. But that's a different story. I just want to throw that out there because he threw that game.
He ran for about 100 yards on the last 4 plays, just sideways.
Yeah, I mean, like it was so terrible. Like they went for it right before the first half ended, and threw the pass to Tyreek Hill with 5 seconds behind, like two. Like, come on, man. Like, you know better than that, Patrick Mahomes. Like, even if you thought you had time, like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know who got to him, but somebody got to him early. But since Cincinnati is here, I'm going to go with the Rams. And shout out to them because they haven't been here since '88. So we're going to see. I hope it's a great game. I'm going to go with the Rams, but wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals win.
I agree with you. I think it could definitely go either way. Like you said, storyline for me is it's all about that D line for the Rams. If Aaron Donald, Von Miller get back there, put Joe on his back, like I mean, Kansas City was with an arms reach away. Titans was on him 8 times.
Bro, we sacked him 9 times.
That's crazy. But hey,
9.
That's why everybody loves Joe Shiesty, as you say, as we call him. Hey, Joe gets up like, whatever, let's do this thing. I'm back. Let's go. Unless you put him down and keep him down, he's all about it. And hey, that's why everybody loves that man.
Bro was on his back more than a prostitute on Friday night, bro.
Oh man, what?
You got the job done still, just like them.
Man, hey man, it's gonna be we gonna see what pops off. We're gonna see how it happens. Hey G, I know you said you had some numbers for us. Go, you want to throw some of them numbers out there for us?
So something fun about Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford. They both number 1 picks off a break, anyways, for the NFL draft. Okay. Joe Burrow is the quickest number 1 pick in his second year to be starting in the Super Bowl. Matt Stafford is the latest in his career to be starting in the Super Bowl after his 13th year as a number 1 pick. So that's a little storyline. Everybody gets there in their own time kind of thing, but their number 1 picks, they did what they're supposed to do at some point in the career, you know? So that's pretty cool. I thought.
Matt Stafford asked to be traded. That was the best thing his ass did for his career.
Get out of Detroit. You can go to
Super Bowl. Yeah, man, that was the best move. So shout out that man, G coming through with them numbers, man. G dropping them numbers. So hey, that's some interesting stats right there, man. That's dope right there. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna look forward to the halftime show, see how that pop off. Got a dope halftime show. Shout out Jay-Z for that. So we gonna see. Well, for those who didn't go to the Super Bowl, all 3 of our teams, we seen our favorite players, most of them in the Pro Bowl, right? I don't know if y'all saw the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It looked like touch football, 2-hand touch, flag, whatever you want to call it. Man.
Practice, walkthroughs and shit.
What are we going to do with the Pro Bowl? What is the NFL? What should be done about the Pro Bowl, man?
I'm going to be honest. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl probably in a couple years, but I did watch the Pro Bowl Skill Showdown. And hey, that's something I love watching since I was a kid. where they used to have the quarterbacks out there, the longest pass, had those things on a golf cart coming across accuracy-wise, putting them in baskets. The Pro Bowl skills show that I feel like that's probably better than the actual game, in my opinion. Honestly, it's fun. It's fun to watch. You get to see the guys show their talent out, show why you is absolutely amazing. You in the Pro Bowl. They had some crazy catches. They did best catch kind of thing where it was like a dunk contest. That was pretty cool. New switch up. Yeah. Pro Bowl wise, like I said, I haven't watched it. It's not as entertaining anymore.
Now, since you brought up the skills, right? Your guy Micah Parsons wins a relay race. Wins a race.
40-yard dash, baby.
40-yard dash.
Who else was in there? Tell us who else was in there. You just got to say one name, honestly.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. I don't. No disrespect to anybody else, but you had Tyreek Hill in this 40-yard dash, and Micah Parsons comes out a winner. Woo! What are we doing here? No, and Micah Parsons is a special kind of player, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? But do you really believe Micah Parsons beat Cheetah?
Hey, you better next time he show up anywhere, he needs to be in a cheetah coat, straight up, just like I'm here. Let's go.
Man, come on, man. We all know Tyreek that Bama had on flip-flops and a hoodie, man. That Bama wasn't trying to run at all, man. Hey. He looked like he was there for the check. I ain't mad at him.
Hey, Mike shot him out. He's like, look, I ain't the fast. I'm pretty sure he said I ain't the fastest man, but I beat him kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah, hey, man. This shit is what it is, man. I'm with you, though. I think they should just keep the skills competition. Give the players a check, you know what I'm saying? Acknowledge them, move on, bro. Like, if this is what we gonna watch, cancel it, man. Cancel it. I'm with it.
What about you, Willie? What you think?
I think the motherfuckers need to play, man. I understand you ain't trying.
That's some slave owner shit right there, man. That motherfuckers need to play.
I think they need to play. Like Dion said, like Prime said, like it was a time where people took pride in that. You know what I'm saying? Like you say we the best of the best. That's come out and show you we the best of the best. Like it just looked like they was out there running some walkthroughs. Like
yeah, that shit was bad. I feel like every all-star has, like, every sport has this problem. Like, I don't want to say every sport because I don't know about soccer. And I don't know too much because I know hockey, they just had their all-star game. But I definitely know with basketball, has been, like, a problem. And baseball is kind of the same thing to a certain extent. But it's like, you have this problem and they trying to make the game safe. So if you're trying to make it so safe, and these guys can't do certain things. I mean, the Pro Bowl was already soft, even kind of back when Dion and them was playing. Like, you couldn't blitz, you couldn't do certain things back in that, even in those Pro Bowl days. But if you're going to protect the players and shit like that, man, like it's and you're going to put that on the field, you either got to change the format, you got to put some better incentives in it, or something like that. Yeah, I mean, this was terrible. Now, see, what baseball did was they said they saw their shit was boring and nobody was watching it. So now whoever wins the World Series, whoever wins the All-Star game, that like the conference has the home field advantage. So if the American League All-Stars win, whatever team represents the American League, that team has home field advantage. So the NFL got to add something to it, give some type of incentives to it if they want to keep the game going strong. I mean, the NBA All-Star game has gotten a little bit better as well because, that was for a long time. That was kind of like hit or miss as well. They got to do something if they want to keep it going. If not, I'm for cutting the check, acknowledging them, and doing the players' competition skills. Yeah. That's just my thoughts. But, we'll see. I mean, that shit was bad. That shit was bad, man. So I don't know, man. But speaking of all-stars, man, we got the all-star team. They've been picked. They've been named. We seen Kevin Durant. He had one chance. He had a chance to pick James Harden or Rudy Gobert. Can y'all guess who he picked? Y'all want to take a guess?
Rudy?
Guy
he
that
took
plays
Rudy.
defense.
He took the guy that cried one time because he didn't get named as an all-star. But
The guy who sprayed coronavirus at the beginning, right?
the guy, oh my God, yes, that guy, the guy that touched the mic, the guy that cried because he wasn't an all-star selection or didn't get named the starter yes, he picked that guy over former teammate James Harden.
So he's saying he'd rather catch COVID before he plays with James Harden there. Huh?
He doesn't. He don't care. He ain't playing.
Oh, true that.
He ain't playing, man. He ain't playing.
And he still didn't on the team. He ain't even played. He didn't want him on his team.
Exactly. Was it a little pettiness there? Did you sense a little pettiness there?
Oh man.
You know KD ain't with the shits, bro. KD, hey, he'll let you know. Is there anybody on an all-star team that you think, I should say, was there anybody who didn't get selected that you would have liked to see on the all-star team?
I know the because people get injured or whatever like that. So I mean, LaMelo got in, he deserved to get in. Definitely.
I was happy for that.
Definitely LaMelo should have got in.
This is his type of game.
Yeah, oh man, he could have a lot of fun in this game, for real. Some people that I felt should have got in, like we was talking Cleveland. Jared Allen's a reason Cleveland has that. One of the reasons Cleveland has that type of record right now. I mean, we talked about how bad the Lakers are. Anthony Davis, no matter what you say about the Lakers, Anthony Davis
should be where?
Is he not one of the best players though?
Man, that Bama just got dogged by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo just dropped 44 and 15, man. I don't want to hear nothing about no Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is a talent. He is an absolute talent that when healthy, he is absolutely one of the best players in the league. Some other people that Anthony Edwards, like you was talking. I'm not gonna name everybody. I'm gonna let y'all name some people too, because there's a couple snubs, but I mean, I know there's a couple guys I would take off for them, but
who would you take off? Just name one.
Andrew Wiggins, he can go.
Oh, why you gonna take Wiggins off, man?
Hey, Andrew Wiggins, he can go. He can go.
Shit.
Draymond Green too. He's hurt, but he could go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
California's huge. Of course, they're gonna get all these votes, man. That ain't fair.
Yeah. Oh man, it's presidential election type shit, huh? Hey, Willie, you got anybody that you would have liked to see that didn't get in there?
I mean, it looks.
Or everybody got in that you would have liked to see.
Yeah, it looks about right to me. I don't really see them.
Okay.
I mean, AD, he could have stayed re-up, but he was hurt though. No, I'm saying not put him in. I'm saying he could stay out. He was hurt. He
Okay, all
right. Majority of the season.
I thought you was agreeing with me for that, Willie.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I mean, if he is one of the better players in the league, but he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta give it to players that played well this season, that played well to actually earn their honors now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of players still get in, just because of the merit of what they've done before, or the merit of who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely a popularity thing. It's not necessarily always about the best ballers at the time, or who balling the best.
Man, but
yeah, I'm with it. I'm glad to see LaMelo in there. I'm glad to see LaMelo in there. I think he should have been in there before. He shouldn't have got in as an injured reserve. He should have been in there before, though.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think I posted that on my Facebook page. Why he didn't get in.
Hey, I'm sleeping on Wiggins too.
Man, that's G sleeping on Wiggins, man. That's G. You want AD in, but Andrew Wiggins out.
Hey, he plays a great position to be in the West right now. I'll say that. A great position. Hey,
man, he been balling though.
Listen, Andrew Wiggins is a forward. If he was a guard, Devin Booker's way ahead of that man. Straight up. I feel like Devin Booker could be a forward. I would start Devin Booker over Andrew Wiggins 100%.
Man,
His position
yeah,
is-
Devin Booker, yeah, I'm not gonna
Luka?
disagree with you on that.
Luka could be a start. Like Andrew Wiggins is a starter. He was a starter for the West.
But Luka was hurt. He been hurt too. You know what I'm saying? He been missing some games too.
His stats are legit though.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, look, Andrew Wiggins isn't the popular player right now. You like Luka could start over him, but at the 3, we not starting Luka at the 3. I mean, how many small forwards for those? I don't want to, confuse anybody, but how many small forwards out there were really playing better than Andrew Wiggins? And the team is pretty decent.
That's why they're in there. They jumped out to their great record. He in there for a reason. I mean, I like him in there. I seen his progression. I thought he did well last year with Seth when Seth had that limited. I think he rightfully there.
I mean, I get it. We're not used to him being a starter. I mean, but Andrew Wiggins is finally coming around to what we thought he should have been. When he got drafted by Cleveland. So I'm like you, Willie. I'm happy to see him get to this point. Now, I was questionable about him starting, but then I thought to myself, who could replace him as a starter? Even though the NBA has kind of gone positionless to a degree, but I mean, hey, he's there. I'm not going to knock him. I'm not going to say he shouldn't be there. But I don't want to say Chris Middleton, but I was like, I don't know about Chris Middleton.
I can feel that.
Draymond Green, but Chris Middleton's putting up numbers. But what I'm gonna just tell you, when I think of All-Star, I think of exciting players putting on. And so when I see Chris Middleton, I'm just like, he's good. He's great. You know what I'm saying? He's good. Got the nice mid-range, but exciting, nah. You know what I'm saying? But his numbers prove otherwise. I think Jaren Jackson from Memphis is somebody that I would like to see take. I would have liked to see in the All-Star game. I would also have liked to. I mean, I was glad to see DeJounte Murray got there as well. LaMelo Ball got there. I think Anthony Edwards had an opportunity or could have got slighted because of their record. Drew Holiday, again, not really exciting, but if you're going by numbers, he could have got there. So, for the most part, I mean, you're going to have snubs in the NBA. It's not enough spots for everybody. Everybody's not going to make it. You got to think, like, Dame is out, Kawhi is out, Paul George out. So you even got, what's my guy from Denver? Jamal Murray, he's out. So you got a lot of players that would normally make the team that are not even playing this year, that wouldn't even given these guys the opportunity to play. So, it's always going to be snubs.
I think Edwards, young kid over in Minnesota, I think he would have made it if they have that rookie sophomore thing going on. So I think that's why they held LaMelo out in the beginning too. You know what I'm saying? To have some stars in that game. But I think Edwards most definitely he would have been up there if he wasn't just because his age, just because his years. But he'll get there next year, I think.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see the young guns in there, man. I'm tired. I know what KD gonna give me. I know what LeBron gonna give me. I know what these dudes gonna give me, right? I know what they gonna do. Chris Paul, I know what they gonna do. I want to see the youngins, man, and not just in the Rising game. I want to see them in All-Star game. Y'all got an All-Star MVP because they coming out with the new Kobe Bryant trophy. Just want y'all to know that too. So you got an MVP for the All-Star game? Or we can talk about that next week if you want to think on it.
I'll think on it. But if you want to guess, Willie, go for it.
If you don't got one now, we let it.
I'm gonna go with
the All-Star game is next weekend.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna go with the young kid LaMelo. Well, not LaMelo, Ja. I'm gonna go with one of the youngest, one of the young kids.
Okay.
LaMelo or Ja.
Like that's two of them. That's not one of them. You taking one of mine there.
One of them.
I like Ja. I definitely like Ja there. And I'm gonna save my hate for next week about these dunk contests right now. It's just
yeah, we're gonna get into that next week. We
Good
definitely
God.
gonna speak on that because I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm hoping that it's some youngins in there, so I'm hoping we get to see some things that
give me the N1 guys, the G League guys, somebody that's what they do. Hey, give me that TNT Netflix show. Those guys on that show that's what they do for a living. Dunk.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Well, hopefully they bring us something new and exciting, man. But we're gonna dive into that next week, though. I'm gonna let you hold your hate in, or your rant. I'm not gonna say hate, your rant. I'm gonna let you hold that in until next week. So, that's dope, man. That should be cool. Now, I know for all those out there, man, I just want to bring this up right quick. The WNBA ladies, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out to the WNBA, man. They got $75 million invested into them so they can do some of the things that they haven't been able to do. I know Liz Cambridge was talking about how they couldn't, they had to pay for their own flights at times. They didn't have equipment and things like
Ridiculous.
that. So it's definitely dope to see that they got the investment that they needed to get to be able to get some of the things and equipment that they needed to get. So I wanted to definitely shout out the WNBA for that, for receiving that. Shout out to, say that again.
Equality, man. Hey,
yeah.
Women's U.S. soccer team. They're starting it for everybody. It's not just for them. Like it's for all women's sports. They need to get paid more. Straight up. It's definitely not fair.
Makes sense, man.
They're doing the same type of work. They're putting in the work like all these guys are doing, and they're not getting the same type of return.
Yeah, man. Check them
ladies
out. Yeah, they some of them are better than some of the dudes, man. So
yeah, exactly. They do it for the love of the sport, for real.
Yeah, definitely check some WNBA games out. The season's coming up. They have free agent. It's been a lot of craziness going on in the free agency. I don't know if y'all been keeping up. Speaking of Liz Cambridge, she just went to the Los Angeles Sparks, so she left the Aces, so that should be pretty interesting. But definitely check out the ladies. I'm not saying you got to catch out every game, but they definitely deserve our respect out here because they are putting in the work and they hoop. They ball.
Hey, speaking of ladies, I know you I seen you post something earlier, Jay. Hey, talk about this girl. She is something.
Caitlin Clark, man. Let me give y'all. Let me let y'all know about Caitlin Clark, man. Caitlin Clark is a guard from Iowa. She's a sophomore. Caitlin Clark averages 26 points, 26.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.1 assists. She just, I think she's had 5 triple doubles this season. I think it may have been 6 because they just played Michigan, and I believe she had a triple double. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I don't want to give mix up the facts or not. But she dropped 43 on Michigan. She had, I believe, 43 and 11 on Michigan, and Michigan is ranked number 6. And Iowa only had 7 players available for that game. She played the whole game, and she gave them 43. She is the first Division I player with 250 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists in the month, and that's for men's and women. And the last player to do that was Kemba Walker back in March of 2011. Definitely check out, if you get a chance, check out Caitlin Clark. This young lady is the truth. She is definitely up for Player of the Year. She's, it's her and Aaliyah Boston from South Carolina
Player of the Year. She's gonna be number 1 pick WNBA draft. I don't know how eligibility rules is, but she's gonna be the number 1 pick. Definitely, I feel like.
Yeah, like she puts up numbers, bro. Like she puts up numbers, and she's definitely somebody to watch. That's a household name that you want to get familiar with. She was shooting it from the logo, like she was letting it fly. Like she gets buckets.
Yeah, she's doing this. She's at her age, even like we all been accustomed to Steph Curry doing his crazy shots and just lighting it up. Steph Curry wasn't doing this in college. She's doing this as a sophomore. This is
sophomore.
Like it's crazy. I coach girls high school ball. If I have anybody that's walking like her, talking like her, shooting like her, good God. Oh my goodness.
Hey yo.
Like you put up you gave those stats. She's the number one person in the nation scoring wise for women. She also is number one in assists for women. Like she's not just a scorer. She's dishing the ball to everybody.
She does it all.
It handles
she does it all.
Everything. Like when this girl comes on the court, I guarantee you coaches are in the game plan before game starts. Like, look, you guarding her. And then they're like, hey, look, somebody stop her. Everybody stop her. Anybody fucking guard her. Somebody don't let her shoot. And it's just
exactly.
Woo. It's
She's
crazy.
small.
So
She's 6 feet tall.
I'm gonna read some stat lines off to you. So her last game against Minnesota, she had 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Against Michigan, she had 46 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. Against Wisconsin, she had 27, 11, and 11. Ohio State, she had 43, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Northwestern, 28, 11, and 5. I mean, Minnesota, she had 35, 13, and 11. And Nebraska, 31, 10, and 10. I mean, this young lady puts up numbers. So we getting ready for March Madness. Just want to put y'all up. You know, there's some other young ladies out there too. I want y'all to check out Aaliyah Boston at South Carolina too. She's also in the conversation for Player of the Year. These ladies put up numbers. She's a walking double-double. So check these ladies out when y'all get a chance, man. They putting up numbers. Definitely putting up numbers.
Now, hey, are we still got some more topics?
Hey, I think if we getting ready to close it out. If y'all got anything else that y'all want to throw in, if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, y'all go ahead, throw it out there. If y'all want to shout something out.
I'm a gambler, man. I love my bets. I love gambling. Hey, I keep my money safe though. I don't throw the bank out, don't throw the house out, nothing like that. So, hey, for us here on the podcast, I got some fun bets here. So, Super Bowl prop bets. I got 5 of them. The winner of this contest is hosting the next joint, whether you like it or not.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
All right, let me get y'all here. So, first prop bet. Which artist at halftime will be the first performing at halftime? We got Dre, Mary J. Blige, Snoop, Kendrick, or Eminem. Who's coming out first? I'm writing it down to keep track of this now. Jay, who's coming out first for you?
It's in LA. I'm going with Snoop.
Snoop. All right.
I think I got Snoop.
All right, Willie, who you got?
He might even crip walk coming out.
Hey,
hey, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. And he might, I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's gonna have a J, but I'm gonna say he's gonna crip walk out. He's gonna crip walk.
Hey, that is a bet. That is a Super Bowl prop bet that on stage.
Okay.
But not for me though.
Okay.
Who you got coming out, Willie? Who you got coming out, Willie? Hold on. Let me.
Who you got?
Oh, my bad. Kendrick Lamar. I got Kendrick.
All right. I got to go with my man Snoop myself. That's my boy. I love Snoop to death all day. Hey, like you said, we see walking out there, baby.
Here in LA, he may have a J in his hand too.
Hey, why not? Only reason I say that is because it's a kid. Kids might be watching. That's the only reason.
True.
It's a cigar.
Okay. It's gonna be blanked out like the first 48 suspects and shit. It's gonna be blurred out.
All right, next joint. What will be the first song played during the halftime show? Do y'all want a list or something, or y'all want to go off the top of your head? I got a list.
Go with your list. Go with your list.
So obviously the best odds. I'm going down the best odds to the worst odds here. California Love, Off the Break. Next episode, Family Affair, Nothing But a G Thing, Lose Yourself, Drop It Like It's Hot, All the Stars, Still DRE, or Humble.
I want to go with next episode, but I feel like if Snoop's coming out, I feel like he's gonna come out with what's my motherfucking name, Snoop Dogg. I feel like that's what he's gonna come out to.
Okay, I like it. I got it down. Willie.
I'm gonna go with All the Stars.
All the Stars. I mean, you know, they in Cali. They might even bring out the hologram out there, Jay. Bring out the hologram. I'm doing California Love, baby, all day.
Fresh out of jail, got a point dreaming. As soon as I step from the screen,
Right.
man, who screaming? Okay.
Next joint. What's gonna be Dr. Dre's first song? What's the first song Dr. Dre is gonna come out perform? Next episode, DRE, or Nothing But a G Thing?
I want to go with Forgot About Dre with Eminem.
All right.
Especially since M is there.
And
Yeah.
hey, I guarantee you that's got to be great odds. Just prop bets here. They ain't even got that right here, and I 100% with that one. That's a parlay right there.
Yeah. Hey, I want to see if MGM puts that in there. Yeah, they got to, man. That's definitely dope. I like that right there.
What do you think, Willie?
Give me that list again. What's the couple of songs of Dre?
Episode, still DRE, or Nothing But a G Thing?
I would like to hear Still DRE, but
Still DRE.
And it might happen because Snoop gonna come out first, so you might get it.
That's why I'm going with Nothing But a G Thing, baby.
Hey, yeah, you might get it though. You might get it.
All right. Hey, going back to what we said earlier, is Snoop Dogg coming out smoking on stage? Or will Snoop smoke on stage at any point? That's the bet. Yes or no?
It's Snoop.
First, this one. I'm going hell yeah. No doubt.
I'm with you on that too. It's Snoop and it's in LA. I mean, you can't not do it, right? I mean,
it's all out there.
Why not, man? I mean, why not?
What do you think, Willie?
Man, I think it's Snoop, so it's possible. But given the show with the audience, I don't think so.
All right. You playing the odds there. I see.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be unexpected, like when Timberlake ripped off Janet's joint. Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like that. Like it's gonna be like you like, is that even still rolling? Oh shit, he hitting the J. Like it's gonna be something like that. I think that's how it's gonna be. Like the camera not gonna be on him. It's gonna be like Kendrick and Mary doing something, and you just gonna see Snoop doing Snoop type things. That's how I feel like it's gonna be.
And last but not least, last one. This is one of the most bet things on in the Super Bowl. It's crazy, but it's just the coin toss, heads or tails. And I'm telling you right now, if these mother suckers would have called what I call every time on a coin toss in overtime, they would have got ball first right now. I'll let you know, tails. Tails never fail. That's what I say.
Yeah, I'm going with tails too.
Tails.
Go ahead.
Heads. All right. Hey. Willie trying to get the lead out here. He's trying to host that good, I feel like.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Hey, that's dope. I like that. I like that right there, man. Hey, y'all got any prediction? I mean, I know we picked the teams. Any scores? Anything like that for the Super Bowl?
Honestly, like I said, I hope it's a great game. That's the number one. Always with playoff games like this, I just want to see a good game. If anything gonna happen, I feel like the Rams could run away with it. If they put Joe Burrow on his back, Jalen Ramsey gets what he wants and locking up good God, Jamar Chase. Why am I missing that? But if he's on him man to man, it could be a different story. But we will see this. We will see.
Cool. Willie, you got a score?
My score was about to go against my prediction of Cincy, but I'm gonna give it, and I'm gonna go.
Are we convinced you out here? We convinced you out here.
LA 28. I was gonna go 24, but I go 28.
I got 37-34 Rams. My son keep throwing that number out. My youngest keeps throwing that score out, 37-34. So I'm gonna go with that score. Fellas,
I got Super Bowl numbers. Sorry. I got Super Bowl numbers. I'm hoping LA wins 29-20 because my numbers are hit on the squares and I'm gonna get paid out there. That's what I need.
Hey, there you go right there. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get that bag. That's what it's about, man. Make sure you win it for you. 29-20. Hey, well, fellas, man, we got to get ready to wrap up our first show, man. I want y'all to go and let people know how they can find y'all on social media. Go ahead, G. Go ahead first. Let them know how they can find you on social media.
You can find me, G Money, at GIPZ, GIPEZY on Twitter. Holler at me there. I'll be on there. We can talk our talk, whatever you want to talk about. Sports.
Got you. You Willie? You go. How can they find you, bro?
Like you said, man, I'm an old head, so I got an Instagram. I think it's something like W Prather 3. I can't tell you, but you can find me on Facebook at Willie B, man. Willie B, man.
Call your ass Bill Belichick.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, find me on Facebook, Willie Beeman, then you can find me on Instagram and TikTok from there. Yeah, I'm on both of them. I just can't remember I can't remember my username or either one of them.
All right, well, next show we gonna have Willie with his socials together, with his Instabooks and all that together. We gonna make sure he got that shit straight next week.
Yeah, I figured out. I don't know that shit. That shit.
Man, y'all can catch me on Twitter at October's Own. I'm on Facebook and at Jae Jones, at IG at Yo Chill _J. You can holler at me on there if you'd like to. Definitely want to shout out 613 Faye. Check us out.
Faye Productions.
Check us out on YouTube on the 613 production on YouTube. You can hit us on 613 Faye on Twitter, 613 Faye DMV on IG. Check us out, hit us up, drop your comments, let us know what you like. You know what I'm saying? Just hit us up on there. The Man Cave Sports Podcast. This is our first episode. We're going to check y'all out next week. We don't know if Rail is going to show up, but hey, if he is, he is. If he don't, he don't.
Hey,
until then,
hiring people. We don't pay well.
Hey, we don't pay at all, so it's voluntary if you want to. This community service shit. So
for now, y'all gonna pay us, right? Y'all gonna get us paid, the audience.
Exactly. So with all that being said, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, we are out and we will see y'all next week. We will holler.
Drop that beat.
Live life and enjoy sports. Holla.